Good evening. As a child, I wasn't really into Barbie, but the Disney princess dolls. Oh, and of course, most importantly, Monster High. Unfortunately, or fortunately, right before the great fashion doll drought of the mid-2010s, I decided I was, quote-unquote, too old for Monster High and started figure collecting instead. It wasn't until about 2019 that I got back into Playline dolls via customization videos. Shout out Delightful, and then rode the second golden era wave through LOL OMGs. At the time, Barbie wasn't really included in this revival because to me, she was still so boring. Even the curvy one I purchased for just a school project and quickly turned into custom fonder. Although I had discovered the Barbie collector side of YouTube and impulse purchased this girl from the Rewind line, there still wasn't that one doll that was for me. That was until May of this year. Our victim for today. The packaging is shaped like a suitcase with a clear purple outline and window. There's also an illustration of said doll on the front, plus some warnings, the logo for the series, and a luggage tag. The right side contains 3 paper decals, a sunset with Barbie Extra text, a passport, and a plane flying across a globe. The back has various information and other warnings, a big picture of the included doll, as well as various other ones in the series. The left side also has 3 paper decals, a pink plane, ticket, and a beach scene. Okay, so for this, I'd usually skip taking him out of the package, but man, I struggled with this one. I could not figure out which way to open the box, which is kind of embarrassing because this is literally made for children, but it's probably so they can't take the doll out so easily in store or something. Kid-proof, but also me-proof, I guess. Yeah, the only thing I knew was that the front purple part could come off, and that wasn't really helpful, which is a shame. I basically had to tear the whole thing apart, and I really wanted to keep the art on the front. Finally getting our guy out of the box, we can now take a closer look at him. His face, at least to me, is not really anything to write home about. However, I do really like how they made his bottom lashes. His eyes are a brownish gold color, he has thick brown eyebrows, and a neutral pink lip color. I really like the shade that they used. Usually, I'm not a fan of factory neutral lip colors, but this looks pretty good. His eyes aren't very pixelated either, which is nice. He's wearing a good amount of pink in this matching 2-piece collared shirt and short set. Not sure how to describe it though. The collar and base are light pink, and everything besides the collar is covered in various sleeve patterns that are either in a darker shade of pink or green. Most of this outfit is also trimmed with light pink ribbons with a darker pink wave pattern in the middle. He also comes wearing a few accessories right out of the package. His hair is dark brown with a teal streak at the front. It's gelled back, and man, is it not flattering. I ended up washing out the crustiness later. His shoes, finally. They're kind of strappy sandals with one going across his feet and the other wrapping around his heel. Surprisingly, there's more than 2 colors on it. A miracle! The front strap has 2 vertical hot pink stripes, and the back one has a buckle logo thingy in the front that is also the same color. The sole is painted white and is sculpted to look multi-layered. Yes, very springy. The bottom is scalloped with a giant Ken TM logo stamped over it. Honestly, love the details. A surfboard thing. I'm not sure what the correct term is. It has various shades of pink diagonal half stripes going all over it. There's some white dots too, kinda adding a background accent. At the top, there's a white box with the text Extra in hot pink. The back is just plain white, which kinda cheapens the feel of it. Moving back to the front, I neglected to mention the hot pink connector thing, which attaches to his arm and kinda to his leg, but it pops off even if you breathe next to it. Moving on, we have this quilted looking purple duffel bag. This piece surprisingly also has more than one painted color, with this raised hot pink Ken logo and the same extra one as on the surfboard. The back does not have this detail, but the sculpting in the bag, straps, and buckles is just as impressive. Now, both sides do have a zipper sculpted on, as you can somewhat open it. Unfortunately, my copy is a little uneven. The inside is actually pretty spacious if I do say so myself. The final detail is this yellow sea star luggage tag. Onto the smaller accessories, he comes with a pair of translucent purple sunglasses. They have a rounded lens shape with a double band across the bridge. A drink held in a brown coconut shell, the base juice inside is yellow, so judging from the mini pineapple, which I'm unsure if it's just really small or decoration, is probably that flavor. The leafage on the top of the pineapple is also once again surprisingly painted green. Not well, but hey, at least it's something. The pink flamingo floaty as well as the light blue straw also have a similar shoddy paint job. Oh yeah, there's also a small loop for the doll to hold it. A cloth beach towel. The best way I can describe the color scheme is it's like the lesbian flag. It's very soft, but also very thin, and the color print is only on one side. I do like the watercolor effect though, and none of the sides seem to be fraying. Some cardboard accessories. The ticket once again has the same Barbie Extra Fly logo in the middle, but this time the text is black with a white cloud surrounding it. The passport has white text at the top as well, a globe logo in the middle, and some sort of decoration at the bottom. The inside is just plain cardboard. The back is just solid yellow. The back of the ticket is also just plain cardboard. Last and least is this huge paper boarding pass. I think that's what it is. It's purple with white and pink lettering, some teal at the top, a pink airplane silhouette, and to wrap it all up, the entire pass has a white border. Honestly, to me, not the most exciting or practical accessory. So, here are the accessories that he was wearing in the box. First up, we have this light blue over-the-shoulder satchel bag. The front is amazingly detailed, with sculpted on straps, buckles, and rolls. The shoulder strap also has amazing sculpting, with various hooks and a decorative chain. The main strap has the text, Extra, etched into it, continuing all the way around. Unfortunately, both the sides and the back have no detail at all. Also, since this was one of the accessories made with a softer plastic, a victim of the pink bacteria, which we will have to discuss later. Next, we have some solid purple headphones. The insides have sculpted speaker details. Moving on to his jewelry, we have this solid gold wristwatch. I think it's a watch. There's no detail on the face, which kinda looks like a cat, or maybe a bear. The band is ribbed with raised studs in the middle, connecting to hinges which come out of the main face. The next bracelet has a painted on seashell charm on a gold rope band, and finally a simple white pearl bracelet. He has movement at the head, shoulders, the elbow was stuck, here we go. Wrist, hip, and knee. His ankles do not have a joint, unfortunately. It was all going well. I decided to watch him with dish soap, especially his legs, which were weirdly cut from matte to shiny, a bit above his knee. Granted, he was sitting in my dresser for over a month, and our air conditioner did go out for a few weeks, so the heat of something could have messed with the plastic. Well, it didn't wash off, so I proceeded to conditioner. Now, at this time, I planned to boil wash 3 of my childhood Barbie's hair for a separate video, and as I went to get the final one, I noticed something pink on our hand. Yep, even though I had thought they were safe, apparently not. I'll try to briefly mention, but a few videos ago, I mentioned that one of the reasons why I took an unplanned hiatus was because of this situation. I had originally planned for this to be a 3-part Barbie special. 1, restoring my assumed uninfected childhood Barbies. 2 was supposed to be this video, and then the 3rd was tackling the remainder of the heavily infected ones. However, for those not in the know, this bacteria loves to live in vinyl or any sort of malleable plastic, and can spread even more rapidly when in contact with water, humidity, something like that. And while there is a solution that can get rid of it for good, it's just really tedious to carry out. Luckily, there are only 2 dolls infected, the Christmas movie Barbie and one of my big vinyls, Rua, which the bacteria was only on her hand, but even then, that called for the full treatment of disassembling, antibacterial soap, lots of hair drying, towel drying, blowing, the works. This definitely scared me since some of my bigger dolls are quite rare. I unfortunately had to scrap all of the restoration videos. It was too much to risk, seeing as Rua was the only one in the same area as the Christmas Barbie. They didn't even come in contact with each other once. Maybe one day I'll try again when I can move out my current collection, but till then I have no plans to continue making the restoration video. Honestly, the whole bacteria scare really put me off anything Barbie for some reason. Also, I think once I started branching out into the rest of the Playline doll community, yeah, dealing with vinyl doll fans is enough for me. I do have 2 more Barbies in mind that I would like to own, but yeah, after that, I think my interest has dwindled. Fear not, if you do want to see more Playline content from me, I plan on collecting all of Scalita Calavera's G3 dolls, and maybe I can do a restoration video of my old Monster High collection, cause some of them really do need it. Other than that, no thank you, I'm not dipping my toes into the wider Playline doll community. I'm happy just watching from the sidelines. I didn't even say anything about poor Ken here. After, I did boil wash his hair one last time off camera, cause it was annoyingly poofy, and even then with all the gel washed out, it was still super choppy. Before I got him, I said that if his hair was bad, then I'd reroute it to be longer, so, well, I guess I gotta do that now. Maybe I'll make it as short, I don't know. If you're a Playline collector, Barbie collector, my deepest apologies. Feel free to educate me in the comments. Until next time, good night.